Welcome to PMPA's Final Cut of the Week, where we share important information you may have missed while you were making essential parts. I'm Carly Kistler-Miller.
And I'm Miles Free. This is what you need to know for the week ending January 20, 2023. According to firms responding to the January 2023 Empire State Manufacturing Survey, business activity contracted sharply in New York State. The headline General Business Conditions Index fell 22 points to a negative 32.9. New orders and shipments declined substantially, while delivery times held steady and inventories edged higher. Employment growth stalled, and the average work week shortened. Our take? This is the lowest index since May of 2020, the start of the COVID-19 crisis, and it's well below expected. The New York Fed says that firms expect little improvement in business conditions over the next 6 months. This would be a great time to cross-train your performers.
The biggest U.S. show for precision machining is happening in Cleveland this spring. The Precision Machining Technology Show, also known as PMTS, will be held in the Cleveland Convention Center from April 18th through the 20th. The halls will be filled with new technology solutions, and attendees can learn about process innovations, everything you need to take back and immediately put to use in your own shop. Registration is open on PMTS.com.
PMPA's Kate Smith came across a book by Jack Buffington titled Reinventing the Supply Chain, a 21st Century Covenant with America. Quote, COVID wasn't the cause of the problems with the supply chain. It was a trigger to show how bad it was, unquote. In his book, Buffington proposes a transformation of the global supply chain system into a community-based value chain, one where our shops can take a lead as members of their value chain community, just like we did during the COVID-19 crisis.
This week, Speaking of Precision Podcast interviews Virginia Martinez and Lakin Carrillo from TET in California as they discuss technical training and how shops can take advantage of their local schools. Our podcast can be found on major podcast platforms or on PMPA.org.
Now it's time for our weekly tip. The mechanical properties of 17,4 pH must be fully developed by age hardening from condition A in order to reduce risk of failure and to take full advantage of the material's capabilities. To learn more about the dimensional contraction of 17,4 pH stainless steel, go to PMPA.org's Knowledge Centers or Final Cut of the Week.
And that's our take on what you need to know for the week ending January 20th, 2023. For additional information and links about any of the topics discussed today, go to PMPA.org and click on Final Cut of the Week.
Thanks for checking in. We'll see you next Friday.
The biggest U.S. show for... You just did that whole thing and I couldn't get through the first line.
One where our members of the value chain community. What?
Thank you. It made me feel better.
Yeah. Well, it happened.